And we're actually live. Here we go. Let's see if we're actually live on LinkedIn as well.
Yes.
Good morning, everyone. Hi, welcome back to Innovation Fika. This is episode 161. I've had a bit of a hiatus break with my Fika sessions, and we changed time as well to 9 a.m. Swedish, and hoping that we get more people on live as well. So I'll just say, hi, my name is Donny. I do this Innovation Fika, my innovation coffee break, every week. Episode 161 now, and the idea is just that I get to meet all of these fantastic, cool, interesting people and talk about fantastic, cool, interesting stuff. And hopefully we get lots of live commentary as well from people watching live online. Where I can see now that we're live online on LinkedIn and also on YouTube, and I think we're on Twitch as well. If anybody ever is on Twitch, I'm never on Twitch. We're broadcasting to Twitch anyway. So with that, I won't say too much more about myself, but I will welcome my esteemed guests. We have 2 out of 3 of the awardees, the winners of the EWB award from 2 weeks ago or last week. I don't remember when it was anyway. So, and we're here for a 30-minute coffee break. So without further ado, I will welcome my guests to the studio and say hi to Fika and Leila.
Hi, and thank you for having us.
Oh, it's awesome. No, it's great. This is fantastic. I love this. I love just having people in. Look, we're actually having coffee today as well. So it is actually a Fika break. So anyway, and as you know, everybody, as you come online, just say hi, who you are and where you're from, so we can get everybody's comments as well. I know, Yash, I know you're watching us from India. You're probably on YouTube watching us. So hi, say hi as well. Anyway, and I'll start this off as I start all of my Fika shows off by asking my guests today, who are you and what do you do? And let's just start with Fika. So who are you and what do you do?
Oh, who are you is a tough question, no? No, but we just mentioned India. So I'm Fika, originally from India, grown up in Sweden, aerospace engineer, and now working as the CEO at KTH company Caplyzer.
Caplyzer.
Yeah.
Cool. And Leila, who are you and what do you do?
Again, difficult question. No, actually not. My name is Leila. I'm also a previous KTH student, a biotech engineer, and also co-founder of Ovli and CMO.
Ovli. Okay, cool. We'll talk more about the actual things. We're just saying hi as well to, hi there, Mahmood from Bangladesh. Good morning. Welcome into the show. And everybody else, look at this. Hey, we know her. Hey, Katarina. Awesome. Good to see you as well. Cool. Let's get some really difficult questions going as well. I guess so. No, but let's talk about what you do as well. So what does Caplyzer do?
Right. So in a one-liner, we are trying to change the green hydrogen economy. What that means is 90% of hydrogen that is used in heavy industries today, leading to a lot of CO2 emission, actually as much as the aviation industry annually, is coming from fossil fuels. Yeah. And we want to transition to green hydrogen. And that's what we are helping do with her.
I love this show because I get to prove that I actually am as stupid as I look. And I can ask all of the stupid questions. Yeah. So I'm going to say, whoa, wait a minute. Hydrogen? Yeah. We actually use hydrogen for what? Because everybody's talking about green hydrogen, right? We need to be more green. I'm going, but what do we use hydrogen for? I thought we used like diesel and petrol. So what do we use hydrogen for?
So, hydrogen is one of those gases that has really high energy density.
Yeah, but do we use hydrogen today?
We use hydrogen. We use it in steel production. We use it in ammonia production. We use it in petrochemical industries. So all the heavy industries use hydrogen in their production.
So that's why the whole green hydrogen thing is, you said steel production.
Yes.
Yeah. So this whole green steel thing in Sweden.
Exactly. H2 green steel. So hydrogen, green steel.
So okay. So you're going sort of green hydrogen. That could be something for us. And then So what do you do in the green hydrogen thing?
Yeah. So the way you produce green hydrogen today is that you break water into hydrogen and oxygen, and the device that you do it in is called an electrolyzer. Yeah. Now, the electrolyzers that already exist on the market, they're not scaling as fast as we would want because, one, they're quite expensive, but they're also not super compatible to renewable sources, which you need for making green hydrogen. And essentially, our professor and founder of Caplyzer researched this for quite a long while, and he's come up with a new inventive electrolyzer technology that makes it cheaper and compatible.
Is that the breaking part then?
So one of them is that, so essentially instead of breaking water and producing hydrogen and oxygen simultaneously, which is how we do today, we separate the production. So you either only produce hydrogen or only produce oxygen, which means it becomes safer. The purity of hydrogen is better because you're not having any other gases. But also you don't need an expensive membrane to separate the gases.
I'll take your word for it. That's And look at this. This is really cool. So we have hey there, from India. I moved to Stockholm 2 years ago. Also, welcome to Stockholm. And Österlen, Skåne is online as well. Andre Bongen, good to see you, sir. A good friend of mine there. Okay, so that's Caplizer. And how far have you come? Are you out? I mean, I was going to say, are you out breaking things? I mean, what's going on? I mean, how far have you come?
The company has been existing now for 2 years, and what we have achieved so far is we actually have a granted Swedish patent. We are really proud about that.
Bravo!
Yeah, so it's really been also validated as a groundbreaking new technology and invention, and we now have a system-level prototype where we are producing hydrogen in small quantities, but we are actually doing that, and now heading to scale the production.
Wow, that's really cool. Okay, then. Well, thank you. And Leila.
That's so cool. And we're doing a complete opposite, the other side of the spectrum. I'm working with health. So we're a femtech startup, Ovuli, and we work with helping women living with and suffering from chronic conditions. I think most women, if not all, will at some point in their lives go through issues related to their hormonal health, gynecological and menstrual health. And currently there isn't enough reliable information or access to adequate care. So we've created a digital platform, an app, basically, supporting them and helping manage their symptoms and diagnoses. Yeah, that's like very brief, very short.
So but tell me more about that. But how does it actually, what does it actually do? And I mean, now we've sort of, now we know everything how to make hydrogen.
Exactly.
But how does it actually work? Because it's go ahead.
No, that's a great question. So we've started with one diagnosis called PCOS, polycystic ovary syndrome. It affects around 10 to 20% of the female population.
I'm one of them.
And that's the thing. As soon as you start talking about it, most people will come out and say like, oh, I have it, or I think I have it.
Yeah.
But it goes so long without knowing that they have it. And seeking healthcare is such a complicated issue. So what we've done is compile evidence-based information from the latest research and made it accessible. But we've also developed care platforms or care programs to help them manage their symptoms in a holistic way. And we're basically the supporting hand in helping them from symptom to symptom relief. And we're really pleased and happy that we've been able to do this for the past couple of a year and a half now, I think, helped over almost 10,000 women in Sweden.
Wow.
And collaborated with over almost 40 clinics around the country. Because caregivers also express the need for tools to help their patients as well. And that's something like us founders went through ourselves with the healthcare system and realized there's a big gap. So that's
cool. And I mean, you both represent teams.
Yeah.
Of course, I know that you have, how many co-founders are you?
We are 4.
4?
Yes, 4.
And you are?
3.
3 co-founders. So I mean, there's a team effort here as well.
It is.
No, but this is here's another one. Look at this. Hi, Malin. Good to see you from Stockholm. As you hear, both of these, and we're missing one person in the room. I mean, Maya and Sandra as well, and Simon from Similar. But we're going to have them in a future Fika, because what happened was, and just some backstory here. Yeah. There's this foundation, right, called Entrepreneurs Without Borders, that I have some connection to. And every year we run this big event called the EWB Summit and Awards. And this year what happened was during the spring of 24, the Entrepreneurs Without Borders Foundation itself was accepted into an accelerator, a European accelerator for ecosystem builders. So we joined 12 other European hubs to sort of, develop our offering that because I started this, 10 years ago to help founders start and grow sustainable companies out in the world. That was the first plan. And then during the spring, when we were in the accelerator, we did a pivot towards how not sort of why we exist, because it's the same thing, help people grow sustainable businesses, but also slightly and also reach the SDGs, which is a big thing for us as well. But the how part changed a bit, and also the who part, because we decided that let's focus on, let's go, because when you're looking at any business idea, right, you can either do, brand expansion and look at a wider sense, or you could do a brand specialization and go for a narrower thing. And we said, let's focus on the people who actually need help most. And to be honest, it was okay, well, the guys they already have, just kind of. So they don't need more help. There's enough out there. So we decided to focus on female-founded impact startups. Well, it was a wider sense of female-founded and other underrepresented groups, because we've done a lot of work in rural areas as well. And that led into this year's EWB Summit, where we sort of celebrated that and only focused on female entrepreneurship, female-founded companies, where we had 9 exhibiting companies, of which 4 were from Ukraine. It was really cool. They came in from
really
this
nice,
this program called USeed that supports Ukrainian startups. So we had 4 Ukrainian startups, female-founded, and we had 5 Swedish ones. And for the award, we always have award sponsors as well that sponsor the award. And we don't give people like a cash check of money, but we give them a lot of services instead, because that's also part of how we work, is that we've seen that sort of the giving somebody an actual high quality sort of purchase service is usually more worth than just giving them money, because you don't know what to buy or who to phone or things like that. So this year we actually had 4 actually, with Microsoft as well. We had 3 parties that came in as award sponsors, and it was Netlight, BrainSpot Innovation, and it was the Powerhouse, where they were using their sort of superstar skills to wanting to support. And when we were doing the jury work and we were looking at all the exhibiting companies there, I was the head of the chairman of the jury, but I wasn't sort of deciding who was going to get the prize. I was completely hands-off and letting the jury decide on it. And I very quickly we sort of heard that they were saying that, but my service suits this startup best.
Cool.
And my service suits this startup best. And we feel that we can, because Netlight were doing, they were looking at senior developer help and senior consultants, because they're IT consultants. Powerhouse, they do sales and things like that, and BrainSpot, they do business modeling and go-to-market strategies. And I said, okay, fine, let's not pick one winner that gets everything. Let's pick 3 winners then, one for each supporter. So they actually got to pick the one that they not only liked the best, but where they also felt that this is where we can make the most.
Impact.
Value happen, right? So you were picked. Well, I was picked by Netlight.
We were.
Yeah.
And we've already had our first meeting.
You have?
Yeah.
That's so good. I'm so glad to hear that. That makes me so happy.
Yeah, no, we were, as I told you, I don't think you understand how on the spot on timing it was.
I think we did not know that.
Because, the platform we have now, or the app we have now, is a beta version, an MVP essentially, that we've been able to use as a base to really understand the user's needs and how to create the full patient's flow of it, and we're at the phase of evaluating. Okay, right now we know exactly how to expand it and expand it to different conditions. So it was just perfect timing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is
and they were so happy with knowing it too. They were like, "Oh, you already know." We were like, "Yeah."
Well, that's amazing. I'm so glad to hear that. Yeah. And you were picked by
BrainSpot. Yeah.
Yeah, by Hans Alberos.
Yeah.
You're gonna have so much fun.
Yeah.
Have you
Yes, I've heard about the jungle.
It's hilarious. The Funky Girls, who are also exhibiting, they've gone through that.
Yeah.
And it's such an incredible experience. And it really opens your mind for go-to-market. So I'm so happy. Let's do another episode when you've done that.
Yeah.
And I want to do an episode with you as well when you've done that.
Of course, and we'll be able to show some things too.
Awesome. Look at this. We're getting some comments and actually just wanted to say, thanks, Nora. That means a lot coming from you. I know you care a lot about these issues. So thank you very much. I appreciate you saying so. Viveka, thank you very much. And keep the questions coming as well. Questions and comments. We're live here from Stockholm, Gothenburg, Stockholm, KTH. I'm going to Gothenburg tomorrow. That's why I'm a bit of a...
makes sense.
I'm kind of from Gothenburg. We're live from Stockholm at KTH with the Innovation Fika every week now, starting 9 a.m. With the winners, 2 of the 3 winners of the EWB award. So keep the questions coming to Oberlei and to Capitalizer. But as you understand, I was actually going to say a very short thing before, and it turned into this huge monologue about EWB. Sorry about that.
It deserves its
The only thing I was going to say before was, as you all can hear, we have some really smart people in the studio. I mean, they even won the prizes. So, this week it's like we're leveling up the level of guests in the studio. So I don't know how I'm going to top this. We'll get Maya and Sandra. So we'll keep the same sort of level of when it's going on. So what's next now? And what comes now? I mean, apart from the prize and working with that, but what's next for the 2 of you?
I mean, for Capitalizer, for us, the biggest focus now is we've validated the technology in a lab environment, but obviously getting to readiness level where we could do commercial pilots. So that's kind of our next step now, scaling the size of our system and going live with real pilots with industrial partners. So that's kind of where
and what are you looking for now? What I mean, if you're looking for any sort of network or help or partners, or what are you looking for?
I mean, anyone who is in the energy space, passionate about green hydrogen, we are looking for advisors to help us get there. We are recruiting a team. So if you are a mechanical, electrochemical, embedded systems engineer, please reach out to me because that's kind of the next step. Expand our team and start growing.
Well, that's fantastic. I mean, this is a perfect. I mean, we are live here with people as well, but we'll actually add this on my. Every Thursday, by the way, I do a super connected thread on LinkedIn where I post, hey, everyone, post what you need in the thread, and then we can help each other get what people post about. Yeah. I will post about this tomorrow as well. Yes. But Capitalizer, they're recruiting. They're looking for people. Yes. Mechanical engineers, what else?
Electrochemical engineers and embedded systems engineer.
There you go. So, if you are one of those, if you know one of those, if you want to become one of those, get in touch. Yes. And you're also looking for people in the partners.
In the energy space. So it could be energy companies or people just looking to R&D hydrogen solutions so that we could find ways to partners with. Yeah. So
cool. Very, very good. And Oberlei, what are you looking for?
So I mean, currently we're focusing on product development with Netlight and really excited to see where that goes. But we're also deepening our relationship with healthcare actors. Yeah. So there might be some exciting news coming up regarding that. And I would say that what we're looking for is partners in both pharma as well as healthcare actors so that we can expand and grow as we expand into other conditions. Yeah. That being endometriosis, PMS, thyroid disorders. It's super important and under prioritized. And we feel as though it's time to shine some light on it as well. Cool.
I'm just adding Capitalizer and Oberlei. That's correct. But Capitalizer.com and Oberlei.com. That's correct, right?
Yes.
So just go to those websites and
get in touch.
Check them out and see more information and get in touch as well with our dear friends here. We have Fika from Capitalizer and Leila from Oberlei. Get in touch with them. Connect with them on LinkedIn.
Yes,
if nothing else.
Please, yes.
And anything you can do to help out, and anything else, anything you need, get in touch with me, and let's see what we can do. I mean, if I can, I do. It's like the whole. We need to work together. It's not like the world is like getting any better. So we need to help it in any way we can. That's really, really cool. I mean, I'm so glad that we managed to not only get you in on the whole event as well, but it was so cool when the actual the award, the people, the sponsors there was like, I want to help this one, and I want to help this one. It was really, really cool. Really so, words of advice to the people out there, people that are thinking like, well, I want to do something as well, and I want to help. I want you to, of course, be feeling that I want to help fix the world as well, because that's kind of what we're all about. So what's some word of advice? How do they start? What to think about? Or if you could give anybody the world or people?
Yeah.
Some words.
Some words of wisdom. I would say, don't be afraid to just do it. I mean, it's really is just one step away and trying it out. It doesn't have to be the perfect solution at the very start. It just has to be something in which you feel like it gives value and iterate. Like iterating is the startup process. And I would say like get in touch, if you're a previous KTH student, get in touch with KTH Innovation. That's how we started and got support. So I think that's a great start if you have an idea. And then after that, I think just like talk to your users. We're super user centric in ways that we work. Talk to them, get closer, solve a problem they actually have. And yeah, that's about it.
Cool.
I think I read something interesting when I was getting started with the startup journey, and that was a lot of people are afraid to talk about their idea in early stages, and I was one of them. And talking really helps. Even if you've not even started working on your company, just talk to people, because you never know what kind of advices that come in, the feedbacks that come in, and that fear of, oh, someone's just going to take my idea doesn't happen.
It really doesn't.
So I would say just talk about your idea, because you never know who you meet, who could help you in getting and taking that first step of getting started. So I think for me, that has been super valuable. Just talk about idea, get input, get feedback, and that will help you land into either that passion of, okay, now I know what I need to do, or find the people who could do it with you. So talk about it.
I mean, I cannot. I mean, I'm just nodding here because it's both of you have said like the best things. I mean, it's such good advice. Just try something. Just do it. It will never be perfect from the beginning.
No.
It will never work flawlessly from the start.
No.
It's an iterative process, right? It's and I was on stage like last week, and I got the question again. So but Donnie, aren't you afraid of failing? And aren't you afraid of And I'm saying, well, in my mind, as long as I'm still trying, I haven't failed yet.
That's true.
I'm going to keep on trying until I can't try anymore. And every time the sun rises, I get one more chance to do it, and I'll keep doing it until, And as long as I keep trying, I haven't failed yet.
Exactly.
That's just the way it is. So thank you for that. And that one as well, talk about your idea. Most people have their hands full with their own ideas.
Yes, exactly.
And anybody who's done anything knows how much work it is and time it takes. It's not like you can take this idea like that. It's like you work your ass off for 10 years, 5 a day, and then suddenly one day you're an overnight success, and people are like, well, that was easy. Like they forget about the 10 years. So super good advice. Let's see here from Nora. We shared this Fika in our wonderful cool. Nora. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. This is great. Thank you for. I mean, I can just. It's like it was scripted, but it was perfect. I love you. I mean, I am so proud of having not worked with you directly at KTH Innovation, but just proud of seeing what you're doing. It's so cool. And I'm so glad you're doing it. Really, really.
I was like, likewise, the event for me was so inspirational.
It was.
The type of talks that were there.
I mean, the keynotes.
Yeah.
Hey, people, the keynotes at the event. You have booked next year, the EWB Awards. I mean, we had keynotes. We had Karin Sjö Åkerblom from CEO from she is like, wow.
Yeah.
Follow her on LinkedIn. I mean, she is like, wow.
Yeah.
We had Nina Rapp from Microsoft, head of work and like AI superstar. So cool.
Yeah.
Whew, another one, right? And then we had Ruth Brandman as well, Impact Invest. We had 3 awesome speakers. It was great. Yeah. And I was people, and everybody who were there, they were like there to like be there and network.
They really were. And there was so many different types of people, like from different walks of life and different avenues. It was so interesting, like meeting and connecting and expanding in ways with various fields. I mean, everything from the police, like working with the police and working to sales and events, like it was so different, but so valuable for all of us. So it was really nice.
Cool. Well, thank you so much for coming. Thank you for saying so. I really appreciate it. It was, but that's a team effort. I'm not taking credit for any of that myself. It was a huge team effort. Me and Vita and Eva and Renata that helped out with the event. They've done tremendous work. So, and then of course Mitch and Eric in the background helping out with other stuff as well. So I'm looking at the timer. It's 9:31. This is Innovation Fika. It's a half an hour coffee break every Wednesday, and we won't keep you more than 30 minutes. So, yes, Nora, there you go. I'll add this one as well. Yes, we will send you info all about that. I promise I'll do that. Thank you, everyone, for watching. Thank you for being online. And join me next week again. Same time, same place. 9 a.m. Innovation Fika. But that's next week. Now is this week. And I will say thank you so very much for joining me today for this cup of coffee, Ritwika and Leila. And congratulations once again.
Thank you.
Well done. You're so worth it. So worth it. Everyone, support them and help us make the world a better place. Okay? Take care, everyone. See you next week.
Bye.
There we go.